Welcome to another episode of Inside Evo. Now this is a brief one. We're going to the Geneva Motorshow next week and we'd like you to subscribe to Evo TV so that you can see all the videos that we're going to produce at the show. Now we're probably going to do around 15 videos, maybe even 20, is that right?
You never know. Go for a new record, I suppose.
Go for a new record. Well, Henry will be our man on the ground at the show and he'll be doing the majority of the videos. Now, so don't forget to subscribe for next week. It's going to be one of the most important weeks in the Evo year, I think. But let's talk about Geneva to start with. Tell us why Geneva Motorshow is so special, in particular for the Evo audience.
Well, it always seems like the best motor show of the year. It perhaps it's on neutral ground or something, but so it's not too big a motor show. Nobody sort of has absolutely massive stands, so it's nice and easy to get around and actually see what's there. And people always use it as sort of it's early enough in the year. People think, right, this is what we're doing this year. It's a sort of good starting point really for them. Yeah,
it is. Now, one thing we'd like you to do is we'd like you to contact us via the various Twitter handles that we've got and try and ask us about the cars that are at the show. You'll start to see information on evo.co.uk and you can see a link around here somewhere. And just give us an idea of the kind of stuff you want to look at, and Henry will go over and he'll ask the questions and he'll look at the cars that you want to see. So again, get involved on this one next week because it's going to be a good one. So the cars, now it's going to be a really exciting show, isn't it, for performance cars?
Yeah, it's always going to be good. I mean, the Lambo Huracan is probably sort of the thing I'm most excited. Huracan. I don't know. It's like
the new Lamborghini.
Exactly.
The Gallardo replacement.
The Gallardo replacement. Yeah, that's going to be there. So that's pretty exciting.
Can't wait to see that. So we're talking. Still got the V10. Yep. And it has a twin clutch gearbox, and it doesn't have a manual.
No.
Okay.
No, well, that was fairly inevitable, wasn't it? But sad that it is.
Yeah, we're going to lament the loss of that in that car in particular. We'll have a good look at the Lamborghini at the show next week, so keep an eye out for that one. What else on the sports car, supercar side of things?
Well, the new Honda Civic Type-R concept.
Okay, so the hottest of hot hatches. Then.
Absolutely, and we've seen drawings of what we think that's going to be like, and sort of, it's got a huge rear wing, and they're saying sort of we reckon close to 300 brake horsepower. Obviously, still a concept, but that's pretty exciting. So.
Yeah, and we think that's got a turbocharged engine, so gone are the days of the high revving.
It would have been pretty impressive to get 300 brake horsepower out of that.
Yeah. So I hear as well from Audi we can expect a couple of cars.
Yep. So we've got the S1. So they've sort of, obviously we had the A1 Quattro, and it's basically the sort of the production version of that, I think. And then new TT as well. Okay. Which is sort of, it's always a slightly curious car, the TT. I remember the very first issue of Evo. Drove out to see the launch of that car. So, but it's it's potentially very exciting, isn't it? It's
going to be a very popular car, isn't it? It'll be interesting to see the design direction that Audi are going to take with the new TT, whether it's going to be kind of the retro vibe of its
I hope it's bold. That's one thing I think, just because kind of the original was such an iconic design, you just want to see something that makes you go, wow. That's really sleek and beautiful,
and take the fight from a driver's perspective to Cayman as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
Serious rival. Okay, so what else have we got? What else have we got coming up at the show? I think the crazy Swedish friends.
Yes, we've got Koenigsegg, haven't we? Yeah. They've got the 1.1, which is whatever, 1 brake horsepower to 1 kilo. So I've heard of extreme motorbikes doing that before, but never quite a car. So
genuinely excited about this, aren't we? Because we've seen from McLaren and Ferrari and Porsche the hybrid supercar, the high-tech route. Now actually the Koenigsegg is packed with high technology, but underneath it's a fire-breathing supercar, isn't it?
It's kind of
active aero as well, isn't it?
Yeah, it's kind of it still feels like an old school supercar somehow, and probably sort of with the technology really focused on. There's no sort of trickle down technology to other things, or they're not sort of taking inspiration from Formula One. It's just the sort of the design and stuff that they really want to see in a supercar. So it's a pretty cool thing. Yeah,
you want to see supercar manufacturers go their own way, don't you? And carve their own niche. We've seen it with Pagani and Koenigsegg kind of forgotten a little bit, but they shouldn't be, because they're as unique as anyone else in that sphere. And if you think about it, the new Koenigsegg, the 1.1, P1, LaFerrari 918, the Veyron's still in production. What else could we add to that? Hennessy Venom
Yeah.
You know, it's the craziest time for the hypercar, isn't it?
Yeah, hypercar's dead. I mean, yeah, it's as long as that, isn't it?
Yeah, that's right. We'll see some interesting tuner cars, I should think, at Geneva.
Yeah, I'm sure Mansur will be there with something ridiculous that will knock my socks off in one way or another. Okay,
so what else do we have at Geneva next week? We have the McLaren 650S, first public reveal of that car. We have the Ferrari California T, the first turbocharged Ferrari since...
the F40.
The F40, yes. We also have Jaguar
XFR-S Sportbrake. Everyone loves a fast estate.
Everyone loves a fast estate.
546 brake horsepower, something daft like that.
That's going to be wonderful, isn't it?
It's going to be good, yeah.
We have a Twingo, a new Renault Twingo. And actually we're excited about that because it's rear-wheel drive. So that's a cool thing. And there is another extreme hatchback that we're expecting from Vauxhall.
Yep, the Astra VXR Extreme. We could be pretty good because APC know what they're doing and stuff. So
absolutely, it's a fine car.
Yeah, and it's interesting as well. It's exciting because we obviously some things we don't know. I mean, Porsche will be there, but they haven't announced anything. So that's always quite exciting because you've seen they've got to have something there.
Yeah, they sprung a surprise with the 918, didn't they?
Yeah, exactly. So you never know.
Yeah. Well, let's see. There are going to be some surprises, so make sure you subscribe to Evo TV so that you're on top of everything that's happening. Henry is now in full training for next week.
I might even iron a shirt and put that on.
Really?
Yeah. I might not look like such a tramp. You never know.
No comment. But thanks for watching. As I say, next week's going to be brilliant for the Geneva show, so stay tuned.